Great to have y'all here. This is the fourth of the four shows that I'm doing this year of like holiday shows. Yeah. So great to have you for our final night. Here at the wonderful Peppermint Club. Isn't this a cool place? I love the lights that are up here, and it's just a vibe. It just feels so jazzy and smooth. But I usually do Christmas tours. Like it's like usually like the big thing that I do in the year. But a lot has changed over the last few years, and the Christmas shows that I used to do were always like I always made it a big moment. Like I want them to be spiritual. I want people to feel like God and like the true meaning of Christmas. And a lot has changed. So I don't, I'm not. I was very devout, like believing Mormon before, very much into Christmas and Christ and all that, and now I'm just not. So, but I made my Christmas albums like with the intention. Well, that's a long story. I'm writing a book, so I don't think basically, like the Christmas albums were made to, like, as if it's like this is my calling. I'm supposed to deliver this sacred, special message to the world so that people can feel closer to God. And now, so it's kind of weird to go back to these songs where it's like, wow, I was in a very different place when I was singing these before and even recording them, and they were arranged to like kind of give that feeling. And so it's revisiting it has been a little challenging because I'm like, oh, I don't feel the same way as I did before about these. And all to the point where I was still doing Christmas shows, but I was getting sick because it was so conflicting inside to be singing these songs. And like, yeah, I felt that way about them before, but I don't anymore. So it's just, what do I do now with Christmas? And so this is kind of like the feeler of like, okay, let's feel it out, So yeah, thanks for being my test. But with that said, these songs are still special to me because they're like a part of my history. And it's like the whole time of Christmas. We grow up, when you're little, you see Christmas very different from when you're older. And the magic of Santa Claus and like, oh, is he gonna eat the cookies? And is he going down the chimney? And the reindeer, am I gonna see them? Oh, they have the reindeer Santa tracker on the news. Like, ooh, so exciting. And when you get older, then it's like, oh, okay, it's not really about the hope and like the wonder and like the belief, like, oh, like this is, it's more just like, well, that was a nice memory when I was a child, and now it's more about the nostalgia behind it all. So with the spiritual, like religious side of Christmas, like it's like a religious holiday, and I don't know, it's kind of confusing. It's like this thing, like this birth in the Middle East, but now it's like mixed with like Scandinavian traditions, like of winter and snow and all that. That wasn't over there in Bethlehem. But anyway, why am I talking about that? Basically, like these. Okay, I'm gonna get to the songs that were on the first Christmas album. Even though I don't have this like core like belief of these songs and singing them the way that I did before, it's still like nostalgic for me, and it's like a beautiful memory I had, and it's still like a sweet thing. Like seeing Christmas from like my younger self. So here's a few songs. I'm going to do a few songs from that first Christmas album, Christmas from the Heart. And this is one of my favorites from there.